Well, let's take a look at writing an app in Xcode version 15.4 um, with just adding two numbers together. So I'm going to create a new project. Now, if it's over here multi-platform, you'll go to iOS and choose App, and click Next. And adding numbers. Now, you put an organization identifier. That just builds a unique identifier down here. And then this should be set to Swift UI, and this should be Swift. Storage I have is none, and then I just left to include tests. Now at this point, you click Create. That'll create the folder and bring you up here. I'm going to make it full screen. Now it's to come up here with the image and text, which you see right here. So I'm going to get rid of those. Notice that I'm leaving the V stack, the curly brace there, and a closing curly brace down here. Okay. Now I want to drop on some information here. Now I'm gonna do a very simple one here that isn't great in terms of the formatting, but it helps you understand the principle behind it. In truth, I'd probably want to do like a horizontal stack here and put a text right next to the text field I'm going to create. But we won't do that. I'll click the plus here. To get to the text field, you can type in text field. I'll take you down there fairly fast. And we're going to drop that right here in the vertical stack. That's where our first number is going to go. Now we're going to come back to that. I'll drop on another text field right there. And that'll be the one below it. That's where our second number will go. Now I want a button. I'll come here, I'll type button. And I'll drop the button right there. I go down below this. And here's where I'm going to drop on another text field. This is where my answer is going to go. Okay. Now I need to declare some variables. So I'm going to go up here at my structure, content view. Don't worry overly about what these represent. But just go after this brace here, press enter, and we're going to type at state. And I couldn't say any better than what it says right there. Property wrapper type that can read and write a value managed by the Swift UI. This is what's going to allow us to query and to update those values. We'll have it declared as a private, and var declares a variable. I'll call it first number, colon, and here you put data type, and these will be a string, and I'll initialize it to nothing originally. Now I'm going to have another one, state, private, var, second number. This is camel case. It's where you got different words inside, and your first word, the first letter is lowercase, then the second word, first letter is uppercase, and so on. I want to tell what type, and I'll make it a string. String is any sequence of numbers, digits, characters, special characters, whatever you want. And then I want a third one. This is going to be for my answer. And I'll call it result. Could be a string. Inside to go blank like that. Okay, so we got these declared up here. Now I need to make the association between my text field here and my first number. Now it says placeholder. This is kind of a user-friendly guide of what to put there. So instead of placeholder, I'll change that. I'll put quotes around it. Input first number. Now over here for the text, instead of having like hard-coded, we want to do a $, and I'll say first number. This way, once it processes, this first number matches the first number up here. So that's what makes a connection between setting up these private variables up here and the association here. So the second one, I'm going to type in input second number. And then for the text, $ second number. Now for our button, we're going to leave the action alone for the time being. And for the third text field, let's go put this. This will be more my answer is, and you guessed it, it'll be a $ result. Okay, so, oh, I don't got my button say anything yet. Okay, let's come up here instead of button, let's say add. You see it change to add there. Okay, now we're going to focus more on our button. We got our add for the text. And let's see, I want, what if I could put the action right here? Let's see if I can. I'm just curious. Add numbers. Okay. Now down below, and it's important to put this in the right place. We want to put our code for adding numbers. Now here's dot padding, and that's going to be associated with the view here. So I want to go after the view, but before the closing of the structure. And you can click these and you can see the yellow to see which ones it matches up with. And here, add numbers. And beginning curly brace, closing curly brace. Now, I could put an if statement here, but let's just try. Let num1 equal to double. I think this will work. And then first number. Let num2 equals to double. Second number. And then result is going to equal to string of num1 plus num2. Num1, num2, where'd that come from? Let's try that again. Okay. Nope, that should have been num1 plus num2. Never mind, I have it declared right here. What's it tell me though? Cannot be applied to double operands. Num1 plus num2. Okay, let's come up here. I was thinking I wouldn't have to do this. I'm going to let num1 equal to that, and let num2 equal to this. Okay. And so result is going to equal to string num1 plus num2, else result is equal to input invalid. I keep pressing home. Forget that I'm not in Windows land. There we go. I don't got the colors quite right here. It's either dot color or dot background. Let me see. Background. And then inside the parentheses there, color dot yellow. Now in the middle here, I'm gonna put a text, and I could just type text. Let me do that. Text. I think I have to have something in there though. That'll put a space between them, just a little bit of formatting without too much effort. And here I'll do dot background color yellow. There we go. Let me see. I got my text here for it, and then the action I put down here. The action is running a function. Let's run this. So I click here, put 3, click here, put 4, click my add, and 3 plus 4 is 7. And that's how you'd write an app to add two numbers in this version of XCode.